You're sending junkies and drug dealers to the same place where they can do the same things.
I'm old and I'm tired, and I need help.
But if they're in that storm, then you can come out of that storm.
Bristol, Virginia leaders are collaborating on 2 programs they hope will ease jail overcrowding. Drug Court is an intensive counseling and monitoring program to help people break their addiction cycle and has been renewed. Virginia Circuit Judge Sage Johnson is a strong advocate for Drug Court.
Drug Court is something that we use frequently. We just had our 10-year anniversary of Bristol Drug Court a few months ago, and it has absolutely been a remarkable success for the folks that have graduated that program.
You have to show that there's real need for drug court, that person really wants to be involved in drug court, that they've actually truly hit rock bottom, and you feel like, okay, this is the type of person that's actually want to put forth the effort to get into drug court, do what drug court requires, and be successful.
I've been in the system since age of 18. Even while I was there, I used drugs. Every time that they come in, I used them. Every time. I was the first one in line.
What changed for you with this program?
When I got locked up, I looked like death choking on a cracker. I had burnt every bridge. When I first took this program, my initial thought was, okay, well, you just got to do it for a year, Becky, and then you can do whatever the hell you want. I've never reached out for help. I didn't realize that there are people out here that really do care about you and really do want to help you. Because in my mind, I always think someone's got an ulterior motive. And then I seen someone graduate from here. And then I met a few graduates that are still doing the right thing. And I thought, I want that. I want that. I want what they have. You know, I never imagined that I could have a sober life and be happy. I always thought I had to have drugs for everything.
After spending years behind bars, Stephen Davis is trying to help others not make the same mistakes.
Jonah ran from this call, and so did I. Jonah only spent 3 days in the belly of a great fish, but I spent over 11 years in incarceration. I tried to work with individuals and share with them how God can bring them out of a situation, how God can bring them out of what they thought was a storm. Because most of the time, storms are always present in our lives. There's 3 stages to the storm. You're either going into a storm, you're in a storm, or you're coming out of a storm. And so I want to let them know you can come out of that storm and be successful. So where we're sitting and talking right now is one of those examples. This is the Gray House. The Gray House is a men's sober living facility. We deal with individuals who are returning from incarceration, rehabilitation, or some other form of confinement, or we take individuals off the street if we have room and we have space and they're battling with some sort of addiction. Because we're in the mindset of mental health right now. Everything is based upon our mental health, and people have different issues, and we don't understand always what's going on. Many people say, I don't feel for that addict. All they got to do is stop. Well, that's not the case. Sometimes you need a hand up.
Bristol, Virginia City Manager Randy Eads discusses the city's dilemma. If programs designed to reduce overcrowding don't work, the city may be forced to close its jail and send all its inmates to the regional jail.
The regional jail is always a possibility. So last December 17, January of 18, we realized that there was going to be a significant problem with inmate housing costs. So a piece of finding the solution for the inmate housing cost was the Judicial Alternative Sentencing Program. So we got that piece rolling. In conjunction, while we were looking at that piece, we were trying to determine whether or not it would be cheaper for the city to go to the regional jail or keep our current jail. And there was a break-even number of where it was just, we might as well stay with our current jail. Really, the magic number for the city, if you kept it between $500,000 and $600,000 for inmate housing at other locations, that's about 40 inmates on average a day at other locations. If the judicial alternative sentence program works as intended, then I think we can continue with the city jail for the foreseeable future. However, if this judicial alternative sentencing program does not work and we don't get the numbers in there, I will tell you there's going to be a hard discussion next budget season as to whether or not this judicial alternative sentencing program is going to continue.